Let's see if everything works. I have a... What is this? Okay, nice. It works. So, hello guys, good afternoon. We are back after the short break week that happened between round 5 and round 6, as we are now halfway through the season. As we can see, it is OP leading the way by quite some margin. They have a lead of 244 points. Oh, so they don't have a lead of 244 points, but they are on 244 points, which is an easy lead of 54 points over CPI. With CPI in P2 after having 0 points after the first round, so that's a massive comeback from them, which is really good. Then we have IRT and NLR at 3rd and 4th, really close to each other at 152 and 144. Then it's quite a big drop down to RCR, WR, LDL, GT10, ET8 and X. So we will be looking at Zandvoort today. We have a full grid, which is always nice to see. Quite some drivers we see on a regular base, but also a few new ones. So let's see what this will be. As we see, the Mercedes and Williams are currently going out at the moment. I am accompanied tonight by Jamie, but unfortunately he is muted for a little bit, as probably his parents walked in or something, I don't know. He will be back soon though. As we will hop on board with CPI Me Killer, as he is the first one out. You guys can't see this unfortunately so far, but
yes, they can.
Okay, yes, he's back.
Thank you for saving me the introduction, and good evening to you, Lars. How are you doing, mate?
Yes, I'm doing great. Looking forward to this.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've not been here for a few races now. Last time I was in Miami, that was a great race as well, so I can't wait to see what has in store tonight. And Gagowski for CPI on top again, ahead of Paul and OP riding down in P3 after they picked up a penalty, so they'll be looking to make a comeback. But they are leading the championship, but I think CPI are in P2. I just had the championship up in my screen and I just lost it, so apologies on my end for that one. But is CPI in P2? Yes, they are. I thought it was NLR.
They are. I have talked about the championship so far. Oh my god, I see that I've messed up. Oops, I think so. What is he saying? Oh no, I think. Let's see, yep. There will be a restart, unfortunately, as I messed up. I am so sorry. Yep. Park for me is unfortunately on, so after this we will be restarting. I think it's on me, I don't know, to be fair, because it should have been.
It's okay, Lars, we all make mistakes. Last time in Jeddah when I was commentating...
I don't know, to be fair, if it's a mistake, because I'm like 99% sure I turned it on.
It's alright, Lars. Anything happens, really. It is Codemasters at the end of the day. Professor's retired, I think, in the pit lane, but I'm on board with McKinnon as he flicks through their purple sector 1 as he's the first driver out of the circuit. As we flick our way now into turn number 10, into this left-hander we go, getting close to the apex, but you don't want to be touching that curb on the inside because it will send your car into a spin. And now we head down into DRS middle sector at 47.5 to keep as a reference as he rides the curves coming through his middle sector, turn 11 and turn 12. Get a decent exit here with traction as we head through turn number 13, then flicking in into 5th gear we go on the throttle immediately. DRS enabled on the banking. It used to be enabled after the final corner, but this time they moved it further up. And now let's see what McKinley does, as his first lap time is going to be at 8.4, Lars.
That's a good banker. That's a really solid one. As I project Paul to be around the 0.8, so already within 6/10, as Jimmy goes really close behind it, only 700s behind it. But my projected Paul is going to be around the 0.8, maybe 0.9. So let's see what they can do. As Moustache already goes to the 0.3 low. Good improvement from him.
Yeah, you'll be happy about that one, one of your NLR boys, and his NLR teammate is about to come towards, I think, the final 2 corners. So let's see what Spies can do. Can he join his teammate at the top of the table there with an 8.3? That's a good slap from Moustache already, but what can Spies do in the Williams? It's going to be an 8.7, so a bit far off, 4/10 off, but that doesn't really matter because it's his first part of qualifying. But Luke, completely obliterates the lap time.
My God.
By half a second, Lars. That's incredible.
I think Luke is warm. I don't know for sure, but bankering on a 107.8 is impressive. We all know Luke is very, very rapid, but this opening with a 0.8, that's class. We gotta appreciate that. So as some of you might have known, Thomas went from WR to ET8, but we will see what he can do for his new team, as this is, I think, his second race ever for them. So quite new.
His teammates there with P7 as well, so Luke doing a fantastic job in the Alpha tyre for ETA. ETA would be absolutely impressed with his performance as IRT Julia makes his way towards the line. The Dutchman crosses the line to put his car into P6 behind McKinley for the time being in P5 there. So with an 7.8 as Michael goes into P2 for CPI with 8.2. That's crucial for CPI as they're currently second in the championship, fight along with IRT who are currently about 38 points behind them then. So that's very crucial there for both CPI guys in P2 and in P5. OP covers goes into P3. And by the way, if you do hear me mute my mic throughout the session, that's because I'm currently ill, if some of you don't know, so I really do apologise if I make some mistakes or start coughing. I do mute myself when I start coughing, so yeah, my commentary will not be 100% tonight, so I apologise. But OP Twist is in 20th and currently on a lap time, and his teammate's gone P3 with an 8.2, separated by a few hundreds between himself and Michael in P2. Now OP Twist coming through that middle sector, 47.5. That's the exact same, well not the exact same, but near enough the same middle sector as McKinley in P5 there. So can he continue with this as we make our way now into the penultimate corner? We go in 5th gear, back on the throttle immediately when you exit the corner. DRS is enabled on the banking, and let's see what lap time OP Twist has got in store for us as he crosses the line. Now it's going to be an 8.3. Good lap time there from the OP man.
Yeah, it seems really close if we take away Luke, which, to be fair, it is quite realistic if we look at real life racing. It's some random Dutchie in P1 clear of the rest, and the rest is insanely close together, because if we take a look, it's P2, which has quite a big margin, if we are talking about 8 100s being a big margin, but it's a 0.2 all the way going to a 0.5, so only 3/10 in it to P10. So it's really close, and this just gives us such good hopes for the end of qualifying, as it will just be so incredibly close. And when the track is at its best, yeah, who is gonna deliver? Well, I think I have a shout at it. I think it will be Luke, but who else can contest him even?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. Who can contest? This gives us a good preference as well in the race to see how close they could be during it. Will Luke be able to pull off, or will he be stuck in that DRS train as OP Twist finally makes his way back into the pit lane? Majority of drivers are in the pit lane, but now in this, with 8 minutes left to go in the session, some drivers will be out there to complete their second run in qualifying then.
Just for information, as we see both ex-drivers as DNF'd already, they picked up a double qualifying ban after the previous round. That's why they are both in P19 and 20. And if I'm correct, I think they also have a 3-second time penalty that will be added on at the end of the race for one of the drivers.
Oh, so that's
safe
a double,
to say
that's
last
a double blow.
race was a bit of a mess.
That's a double blow there for both ex-drivers. But now McKinley, the man who set the first lap time in the beginning of the qualifying, is about to do it again. Then as we make our way down into turn number 1, not really hits the apex there. You don't really want to do that. But he has a massive oversteer out of turn number 1. Just lost the back of the car. So what will he do, Lars? Will he back out? Oh, he might hit the wall. He's going for a spin, and he spun.
Saved it really well though. He needs to watch out and not get disqualified by this stupid game. But he does. He just waited for the AlphaTauri, went out of the way pretty well for him. So, but that's his first try over, but I think he will be going again. Just cooling down the tires. I think it will be tough. I think that's his second run gone.
Yeah, luckily for him, he did make the mistake in the first few corners, so his tyres shouldn't be too bad, but he should be able to save some battery and cool the tyres down. And his teammate Michael's on a lap time. That's a really good first set, even though he's not come towards the end of it. The way he took the corners was amazing, hooking up the apex and carrying the speed. And let's see his first split as he makes his way now into the fast right-hander, down into 6th, still on the throttle there, holding it in 6th gear. Incredible. And now we flick our way into this double right-hander we go, then off the throttle momentarily, and now down into turn number 10, I believe this is. Or maybe turn it, I can't actually remember now. I did look at the track map a few moments ago, but as we come through this left-hander then, getting close to the apex there, running out wide on the exit, and let's see his second intermediate split.
I think it's good, it will be good. Yeah, it will be really good.
1/10 up is Michael. Apologies about the black box on the left-hand side of the screen there as we make our way now into the penultimate corner. So can Michael try and be up there in P2 unless he can find more time, which is unlikely, it seems.
I think it's going to be 0.0 low. 0.0 low. I think it's just not going to get it to the 107s, but it's going to be close. Oh, indeed. He does get very close, but that's a really solid time from Michel. Really, really well done. As we see, Juliet is already 2/10 up after the first sector, going to the end of the second sector. What is his sector time? He lost a little bit of time, but still 2/10 up, which would put him to P2 currently. P3, sorry, my bad. Will he be able to hang on to this lap? A good final corner. He stays off the curb like the big sausage at the end. As Yannick goes to P5 with a 108.319, and he does hang on to it as he goes into P3, Julian. Really good lap.
Yeah, good lap from the Dutchman as his teammate slots in behind him with an 8.2 as well. So these times coming in thick and fast, and they're relatively close on the track as well. And that was a good prediction you did there, Lars, with Michel going into P2 with 8.0. I should have noticed Michel. I don't know why I called him Michael, so apologies about that one.
Doesn't matter, mate. As I see Moustache being 20 thousandths down on his time, and he hits a little bit of the gravel on the inside, so that washes his car right, and I don't see him improve anymore after this. Maybe he will, but I think he just about lost too much time through there, and he might be boxing. Yes, he is boxing this lap. Lifeboat finished this lap and is up also to a 108.3. As we see, the gaps are just incredible. From P3 to P8 within half a tenth. What the fuck?
Oh my goodness me, that is very close indeed. Nobody seems to be matching Luke Thomason in P1 there, but can anybody get close? Good lap time from WO Yannick, who's in P7, and Lifebar in P8. Is he on a lap? No, he's not. I think he's just completed one that goes into P8 for the time being. OP Twist, I think, is out there. He's heading through turn number 1 right now, so let's see.
Cobra is the first one.
Cobra?
He is half a tenth up. Half a tenth up.
Did you say Cobra?
Covers, sorry, my bad.
Oh, Covers. Oh, no worries there. Covers. Oh, Covers. I thought it was OP Covers. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I was on board with him the whole time. When you said Covers, I was like, who are you talking about?
Yeah,
I called him Covers. Yeah, Covers.
Yeah, it's like, it's a Dutch name. Surprise, surprise. As he's 2.5 tenths up, will he be able to get it? Oh, as Twist retired. Twist has retired at turn 8, I think. Maybe he has done a Latifi a few years ago. With Hamilton in his side, he completely lost it himself in qualifying Latifi, and it seems like Twist has done the same thing, but now 2 OP Cups. Will it be 107? Just about not, and he's lost it 30 thousandths behind Michel. It's a solid lap, but just about not enough for the front row of the grid so far.
Yeah, so close, but yet so far there from OP Covers, and now OP Twist is out of the qualifying session, so P10 best for him, unless anybody could demote him down the order. But Killer Nate doesn't look like he can prove either in his Mercedes. He's lost the back of the car when we saw him on his final lap, so let's see what he does as he makes his way into the pit lane then to end his second run or third run, but unfortunately it hasn't worked out. Like his teammate in P2 there, so McKinnon Nate looking to improve in the first sector. That's where he seems to be losing the back of the car, but Belby out there, who's not on a lap time, he's run out of fuel, so we're just waiting for drivers to start their potentially last flying laps of the session. We've got Spies out there too, but he's not on a lap time either, so I think majority of drivers are heading back into the pit lane.
As I see some messages in the chat about potential desync, which would be very, very annoying, as the rumors are about Michel, as it seems like he is P2 for us on track with his lap time. But Julien states that he saw him when he got passed by him on P10.
Oh, what a lovely game.
Oh no, to be fair, no. I think I see the issue. I think he just about misread it, and CPI Mikiller or Michel, like, it's really close. Yep. Oh my god.
I see Yuli looking for ways to be up there.
How do you bet? Nah, man. Oh.
They both begin with McKinley and Michelle, but I can tell the difference.
Yeah, but to be fair, if someone passes you at 200 to 300 kph, missing a few letters isn't the worst, but that's it's a funny mistake. But we will be taking a look at so far the grid, as everyone will be going out for their final runs, except Twist and both of the ex-drivers. But who are your surprises so far?
Who am I surprised? I actually don't know, because anything could happen in different races. You've got your strengths and weaknesses in different races. For example, someone in Monza who is down there could be up here tonight, here in Netherlands. So it's not real life where we can predict who's going to be where. So I don't know. I think that WOR Yannick is impressive in P7 for the time being. What I've seen so far from EML in different league races. LDL, Cobra and Clen further down than they expect them to be, so hopefully they can get themselves further on, because they're usually hovering around the outside of top 10, and GT10 Dioval, not really the place he wants to be either. Look at that, 8.8 as well. McKinley is about to make his way then towards turn number 1 as he starts his last flying lap. This is where he got it wrong, into turn 1.
A little bit wide again, and he makes the same mistake again as a few laps ago, but he has time to go again, and this time he didn't completely ruin his tires, so he will just be going again. He needs to make sure not to block the Haas behind him if he is, but no, he's on the outlap, so that doesn't matter. Let's see who will be the first one. I think it's just got to be the Red Bull of Sony. No, it will be the Red Bull of Bell. He will be the first to cross the line.
So, Lars, what's McKinley's problem? Is he going to throttle way too early? Is he touching that inside curb into turn 1?
I think he wanted to have the opportunity to go for 2 runs, so he went out a little bit earlier. But I think it's just going on to throttle too early, like maybe a little bit setup related, that is on throttle or off throttle. I don't know. It seems just, I don't want to say a skill issue, but I think it's just a little bit, just a tiny mistake that puts him completely off, as it's a really hard corner to get right, as Belby is a little bit up, a few thousandths. Let's see if he can improve a little bit more further throughout the lap.
I think Belby had a wobble log coming out of turn 1, so he still improves, but not the improvement he needs. So we'll continue with his lap then, see if he can improve in this middle sector alone.
He will be getting traffic though, I think, because the pack will bunch up a lot ahead of him, and they all have to get out of the way, as the AlphaTauri does that really well. Nicely done by him. Yes, and also the Aston Martin. Really great job by both drivers to go out the way nicely. That's what we like to see. But what will Belby be able to do on his run to the line? Will it be enough to improve a little bit on his lap time? It is. He improves 2 tenths to P4. That's a massive final part of the lap. Really well done by him.
Oh, he spun as well, but that doesn't matter because his qualifier's done anyway. But life back goes into P4. That's turn 1, by the way, where he spun. And he's still stationary. You've got to be careful not to get disqualified, because that's a very easy place to be disqualified in the exit of the pit lane. Yeah. You can't afford to be disqualified after being in P6.
Moustache goes to P4 now, ahead of them, but it's so close everywhere. So who we will be seeing to finish ahead? Spice, I think he can go again, but he doesn't have... No, he will be done. Like, that's no way. He will improve on the point 3. As we see, Yannick to the line. He unfortunately invalidated as he was up on his time. But Jimmy to the line now. 1/10. Is he up after the second sector? Will he improve? He improves by a tenth and goes to P12 now, currently. As we see, Boyle will be nearly 3.5 tenths up. He needs it to make a big jump, but I think this can be a really big jump, up to like P8 or something, P9. I think P9? P8. What a great final sector as well, a little bit more gain. And Thomas improves by a little bit, which wasn't necessary, but I think we might have missed it. But Covers went to like 20,000 behind him with a .9 low, but Luke showed him levels and showed like, you can get close, I'll run away.
But not close enough indeed. And if you were on board with Covers at the time, I was on board with Luke Thomas to see what he would do. In the first and second sector, he was down in his time, then found a bit more time in that last sector alone. So that was an incredible lap there from Luke to regain some lost time on his last flying lap. And Covers into P2 as well. His teammate P12, OP Twist, who unfortunately had a bit of a moment, I think, coming out of turn number 8, I believe, where you said Latifi crashed. I think Latifi crashed into turn number 9. If it was at the practice sessions, I can't remember.
First one, like the first, like after Schijfvlak, the first one after.
I think, did Latifi crash twice on that weekend where he did it in turn 10, or was that Russell as well? Both Williams who were suffered?
You had Leclerc going off in, I think it's turn 10. Wait, let me get the track map open, because track map...
It's turn 9, sorry. Turn 9.
Let's see, because... track map Zandvoort. I'm talking about... Why is my... I'm talking about turn 8. Leclerc crashed at turn 9, like he went in too deep and quite hardly hit the barriers. But in turn 8 it was Latifi. And that's where Twist crashed out. Like you turn in, you tap the grass on the left a little bit too much as you want to open the corner up a little bit too much and just spin off. But we have Luke on pole with Covers right behind him. A little bit of a gap to Michel, but still an impressive performance from him in P3. Moustache Lifebout. Okay, I'm gonna get this so wrong. Singhuli, Julien, Boyolulu, Belby and Yannick round out the top 10 with Spicer, Twist, Jimmy and Diaval in 2P14 with Mikiller, Cien, Sony, Cobra, Aldo and Wessel rounding out the entire grid.
So the McLaren driver, you could call him Chihuahua if you want. That's an inside joke we have for IRT. What?
Chihuahua.
Yeah, we called him Chihuahua years and years ago. It's not a joke in IRT. It's elsewhere, but
how would you like genuinely pronounce his name?
Sahilo.
As by the way, guys, we will be having a restart due to the issues going on with Park for May, unfortunately. So we will be back with live action really short, but probably we will see some straight lining first, which we all love. If it's not in PSGL F1, if it's not in WRF1, if it's not in esports, we will get it here in CSS. Some proper straight lining. Here we go. Who will be the one who straight line first? Will there be brake checks? Will there be jump starts? There will be jump starts everywhere. And who? There's first one off. I'm just always enjoying it. Oh, I'm just enjoying this, man. Oh, I can't lie.
I want to get an off-board shot. I can't find one. There we go.
I just love this. Safety car, safety car. Oh my god.
How come, Lars? How come you're not racing around here, mate? You're from the Netherlands, so I thought you'd be racing around here.
Nah, I would have, but I'm washed. I can't lie. No, I've tried, but I was just not enjoying life. Like, it was not going well. And we had good competition within NLR, so Daddlepad should have been driving, but he unfortunately had game issues. He was not able to join the race. So that's why Spicer, literally last second, was able to join. But yeah, without practice, it will always be hard. But you still put in a lap time good enough for P11, so that's decent.
As we see a McLaren driver win the Grand Prix, then will they do it? Will they replicate
Chihuahua
it?
won! Chihuahua won! Two!
Let us know your predictions in the comments. Who's going to win the Dutch Grand Prix? It could be ever so close, I think, between Luke and OP Covers. In fact, the rest of the field, if they get DRS, that early stages. And Luke is on pole ahead of OP Covers, Michelle in P3, Moustache for VRT, NLR in P4, Lifebar P5, Sahilo in P6, Yuli in P7, Boyolulu in P8, Belby P9, Yannick P10 ahead of Spicer, OP Twist 12.
This will be official results. We're done. Thanks you all for watching. See you guys next week in round 7.
Time to end the stream.
In structure, no qualifying. Okay, so great. Okay. It was Ves. No, it was Aldo ahead of Ves. I'll mute myself because I'll be literally saying everyone's name, and that's going to be hell of annoying.
Oh yeah, it's Lars. Do you know Logan Sargent? Did you do the same thing as well back in turn number 10? Crash out there?
I don't know, to be fair. Like, he might have.
I think Logan Sargent crashed there too.
It's Logan. Like, the possibility is there, but I can't say that for sure.
He had a great qualifying. He got into Q3, but I think he did it in the race. Mate, I barely remember 2023.
My brain is not braining, man. Honestly, I have no idea anymore.
I remember races from years and years ago, but I don't remember 2023 races. I think my memory's gone a bit.
Yeah, same happens to me quite often, that I just forget. Live part.
What do you think about the Dutch Grand Prix in general, Lars? I think it's not a great track for racing, but to drive on, it's fast flowing.
Qualifying, it's one of the best tracks there is. Like, if I'm honest,
biasness.
No, but like the F1 drivers are saying this themselves. Like, it's such an amazing track to drive at when you're going at it at 100% full push. But in the races, it's a little bit worse, as you know, a lot of them are saying. But yeah, it delivers great races. I think this year it was the best race, but that was just because of the weather, basically. Wait, where's Spicer? There's Spicer. Needs to be in P11. I think this is the grid sorted. Sorry that I interrupted, but...
That's fine, Lars, it's fine. I don't mind. By the way, this is mine and Lars' second commentary after we did it in Miami, so we're still getting used, and we're actually doing... I think Lars overall is doing a really good job on commentary. He's a driver, owner of NLR as well, one of the GOATs in the community, and he's doing a great job.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for the kind words. I'm still a fraud, though, because I can't drive. I would have been able to drive, but I'm just too slow.
That's what IRT Frank said in the comments. He said Forded in the comms instead of Lars.
Yeah, of course. But Frank's my favorite fraud. Like, he's imagine being worse than me. Like, that's actually impressive. Boy, and live out. Yep, that's the grid confirmed. The weather, though, did we have any weather, lads?
Hey Lars,
completely dry?
I switched to commentary because I was shit at racing too.
I think everyone is. Everyone that just starts doing comms.
Realised I was decent at something, so I switched to commentary.
That's not even being decent at something, just being shocking at the other one. No, let's see. I think everything should be alright. Okay, I'll tell the drivers to ready up. Ready up.
Oh, bless you, Lars. I think Frank's going at you in the chat. He's really going at you.
Kind words. True. So everything is fixed again. So we will be able to go again. Let's go.
And Troy in the comment section as well saying 2 goats on comms, and there's a goat in the comment section too. So I appreciate that, Troy, if you're still here.
Yeah.
Representing CPI.
And Chris, thanks a lot. Of course, it's my beautiful voice with saying at least 500 times today. Let's go for 600. I got it. Spice went in the chat with me. Lars, set me P1. How about no? How about no? Lovely.
So, Lars, who's the best driver in NLR then? Do you think? Put you on the spot here.
I think Gekke. I think no Marlon. I think Gekke or Marlon. To be fair, It is tough to say. On the PS side, of course. Like the PC side, I don't really know, to be fair.
You're the owner of the team and you don't know.
I'm not the owner of NLR.
I thought you were. Admin.
No,
Is it
no,
admin?
no. Yeah, I'm admin. Like, I'm the FIA representative of the academy side. But just in general, I'm the owner of CSS. That's the thing.
Lars, I sent you a DM on Discord, mate.
Let's see. Oh, yes, all good. Let's see.
I've been called many names, Frank, and Indie Dumb is not one of them. It's Spindigo or In Your Go when I crash into other people.
Oh, let's see.
Frank's got many colourful words for us tonight, keeping us entertained.
Always. Nothing better to do in his life anyways, do you, Frank?
He's always sweating on F1 and he's not even in the highest divisions. No, I'm kidding, Frank.
Nah, to be fair, Frank is doing a really good job. Like, he switched to no assist. But it's not about Frank here today, it's about the 10 teams competing to be first in CSS.
CSS saying, and with his girlfriend. Actually, she's got herself without, not even Jamie. I don't know if you're talking about me, CSS. Did I say I missed a race because of going out with my girlfriend? Did I actually say that?
I don't know. Might have been, but I don't know. I can't even remember it. I think we will be going to start soon.
Oh, he made a joke saying "in you go," referring to my girlfriend. But I was about to say, how did they know I got a girlfriend?
Well, now we know. So tell me all about it. No. Spill the tea. Indigo, of course, Frank. Of course. Always.
I actually don't like being called Indigo. You know, I prefer Spindigo or Indigo, not Indigo. But you said part of MA's off, so they can change their setups anyway if they want to, because it's a new lobby.
Yeah, I just kept it on. Like, I couldn't care. Literally, it doesn't matter.
So, Lars, let me get it straight, yeah? We had to restart the lobby because of part of MA being off.
It was on, but it should have been off.
Here are the lights again. 5 lights then, we're about to get underway. For the Dutch Grand Prix, then let's see who gets a better start off the line. You can see massive wheel spin for the AlphaTauri, and here comes Kova up the inside into turn 1. He takes the lead, but around the outside goes Luke, carrying more speed into the corner. He might stay in first place, which he does. Great move around the outside. It's a virtual safety car because McKinley does make contact with somebody, with Jimmy, I think it was. So Jimmy's fallen down into P19.
But a 5-second time penalty already for Mikela. That's pretty harsh. Oh, and it's also a 5-second time penalty for Lifebound, I think. This is a shame, though. Severe. Oh, yeah, Lifebound. Oh, both of them. Like, it got called out, the VSC probably. And just about after it was called out, both drivers stepped the guys ahead, probably. Receiving a 5-second time penalty from the FIA. Which is really a shame for both drivers, as this will definitely hurt their races. As they will fall down quite a lot of positions during the safety car. But let's take a look at tires. As I think it's going now. I think it's... Is it go? Yes, it's green. As Michel's really at the back. It is just a big send from Julien. Both drivers leave each other the space. What a move from Julien as he went on a double overtake on Lifebound and Michel on the short backstride. What a move by him.
Interestingly, we've got both ILT drivers on the soft compound tyres then, so on the same strategy as each other. In the background, OP Twist is overtaking Spicer. A few cars heading off into the pit lane there. The top 3 on the hard compound tyres. It was a great start as well from Luke to maintain P1. He had massive wheel spin and he almost got overtaken by Covers, but he went around the outside, carried more speed, had the outside line, took the lead back immediately and said thank you very much, I'll take that back. And here we are then in the midfield. Lifebound, you said, got a penalty. DFR is in the pit lane along with Jimmy to change onto the medium compound tyres then. So I'm about to say, nobody in the mediums, but here we are then, they are on the medium compound tyres. Yannick getting very close there on the back of Boya Lulu, but has to stay behind him as there's no space to go down the inside of a corner like that one, a high-speed corner. OP Twist will fancy a lunge up the inside, and let's see if he can make this stick into turn 10. We go now side by side. You can see Twist might carry more speed and more grip around the outside with those soft compound tyres.
So much more with these soft tyres. It's a really good move, and I think he will be looking at the back of Boya Lulu really quick as he nearly slams into the back of him as I'm saying it, as he is just able to brake so much later than the drivers ahead of them on the hard compound of tyres. But he has to make sure he doesn't slam into the back of him, which he did really well. But now he turns on the ERS with quite a lot. He's already down to 60%, which will be tough for him as recharging is very, very hard around Zandvoort. But he is already up to P9, so he made a few positions.
Sorry about
that. No worries. Well, all compound of tires are being used at the moment, but the softs will drop off really quickly. So Chilu needs to get a move on really quick on Moustache if he wants to make the soft tires last, because I expect those soft tires to drop off after a couple of laps quite aggressively. Like it will be within seconds. Like the tires will be so much lower. So yeah, he will get a move on. He turns on the overtake, but he thinks better of it, as he has 10% more battery, as also Moustache goes in very deep, nearly into the back of the Ferrari, as Shido has a little snap of oversteer, which doesn't help him in trying to get past Moustache. But no, again, he's not using. That's quite surprised me.
Yeah, he's on the soft compound tyres, he has to make these moves, but in the DRS trail, like there's the top three in front of the hard compound tyres, would be very difficult. So I think contact!
Big crash!
And two of them spin!
I think it was tough to say, but I think Kovers braked a little bit too early and Moustache a little bit too late, so it was a Constantiner effect of both drivers half spinning, and it was unfortunately Chilu that just was caught up in it and nothing to do, and he just slammed into all of them. But this is Kovers from P2 and being very, very easy into P2 and chilling behind Luke, falling all the way down to P18 and Chilu to P13.
Oh, that is crazy scenes there, unfortunately, for the IRT driver of Sahilu, who's down to P13, so not be happy, an innocent bystander in that. But I think, like you said, I think OP Kovers might have broke a little bit too early, or Moustache broke late, and therefore Constantino effect. And Julian had, Sahilu had nowhere to go, and just unfortunately sent him to spin as well. So that's both of them down there. The only person that escaped that was Moustache, who's in P2 then, so safe for the time being. But the DRS has been broken. There's yellow flags down there, as an Alfa Romeo is, I think, off the track, or was it a Ferrari? I'm not quite sure. I think it was Vessel who went off the track momentarily.
Yeah, it was Vessel. But I think, to be fair, it was Moustache's mistake. Like, I'm not here saying it like I'm not a steward, but for what the brief split second I was able to see the incident happening, I think it was Moustache that clipped the back of Kovers, making them spin off. So, yeah, this is not ideal. If Moustache is at fault, he needs to get a move on, because this will, if, I'm saying if really hard, but if this will be penalized, you will fall down the order like crazy much. If it's only a 3 seconds, if it's 3 seconds from Moustache, he's already down to like P8, something like that, P7. Like the gaps are so close. Like you need to break the DRS. But yeah, of course, because Julian is on the soft compound of tires at the moment, he will not be able to do so.
Yeah, Julian gained about 2 positions after that, and now he's putting pressure on Moustache. Like you said, he's dropping down the order, and here he comes then. Luke Thomas does not have DRS on the back of anybody, he's clear in front, but now Julian's into P2. Can Julian catch his fellow Dutch compatriot and try and get P1 on those soft compound tyres while they're last for the time being? Boya Lulu and Spicer are fighting.
Yes, good move. Just a DRS move, a little bit of ERS use, and easy down the inside. Spicer will have his eyes on Yannick on the next few laps, as Yannick does not have the DRS from Twist ahead. But there are a few short trains forming. But yeah, because of the chaos that happened so far, it's not a big train anymore. It's a lot of small ones.
Oh, Yuli's made a mistake. I think out turn 9 and Mustache is trying to go around the outside, but there's not enough room, unfortunately, unless he can cut underneath and get DRS on him into turn 12. But yeah, that's a crucial mistake for Yuli, because now he's 2.3 seconds behind Luke Thomas, and he needs to gain on these soft compound tyres, but instead he's fallen backwards into clutches of Miss Mustache and CPI Michelle in P4. CPI versus ILT for P2 in the championship, currently in P2 so far for Julian, where his teammate is down there in 19th place, making a pit stop after he changes from wing. So therefore, he did have damage. And here's Mustache on Julian, side by side, a classic DRS overtake into P2 he goes, and this is not what Julian wants, as McKinley is now up into P10 after a dismal qualifying. He's trying to make some moves now and put his Mercedes inside the top 10 to gain some crucial points off his championship rivals. And look at the Constantino effect, you can see Michelle almost lost it coming out of there, but luckily saves the car and stays ahead of Lifebound. Lifebound making great progress, I think. Where did he start? In 5th place, so he's still in 5th place, but he's got a 3-second time penalty, unfortunately.
No, 5 as well, like for the collision, so he will serve it in the pit lane for the first time. Oh, as he makes a little bit of a mistake, he touched the grass, and Bellby says thank you very much, and tries to take the place from him, which he does. As we are talking about him, he makes a little bit of a mistake, which is of course the commentator's curse that always strikes. Like, you can't go a race without having it. But as we can see, Yannick is pushing really hard. He's already down to 40% of his battery, because he is definitely trying to get within the 1 second of the guys ahead, which he might be able to do, as the softs are popping off, of course, as Julien was nearly out. I think he was at 9.5 tenths behind at the detection point, as we see Spicer going down the outside. Will he be able to get the move done, as Yannick sends it down the inside? They both make contact, as Spicer turned it a little bit early, I think, and Yannick defends the position really well.
Yeah, great defending from Yannick. As you said, he's trying to catch this DRS train, but the more Spies have pressurised him, the more chances he'll not make it in that 1 second range of DRS. Spies is all over the back. Will he try and make a move if he can get the chance or not? But no, he stays behind the P9. Spies, unfortunately, over here had a great qualifying. I think he, where did he start actually, Spies? Down into
11.
P11.
I think, it was 11. But considering he had done no practice and no warm-up, I think that's pretty solid, if you ask me.
Yeah, Spies are usually qualified as a practice session to try and do something in the race, and he's currently just behind Yannick, putting massive pressure. And once he does overtake, can he catch the back at OP twist? And Michelle has a bit of a moment, has a bit of oversteer, but Luke Thomas are in front, unchallenged.
Yeah, checked out.
3.2.
If there is no safety car, I'm not seeing any way he's not winning this.
If everything goes smooth sailing from here on in, without any safety cars, like you said, he should win this race. Spicer has overtaken Yannick. He moves himself up into P8 as we remain in formation from 2nd place down to 4th, as Julian there still struggling to get past VLT Mustache, NLR Mustache, sorry, in P2. And this is not a great position on those soft compound tyres, is it, Lars?
No, for now it's just for them trying to keep them alive, and I think they should be trying to stretch this to like lap 14, 15 maybe, and then go a long way on the hards again. But I don't really get the strategy of starting on the softs, to be fair, because you will get an undercut, that's true, but like your tires will be so incredibly dead, and because of this the trains will break because of these strategy calls, and that will just make your tire wear even more important, and will even lose you more. Yeah, I don't think it's the best strategy, but who knows? They may prove me wrong.
The soft compound tyres being the most malleable tyres, it's very easy to slide around, especially with the tyres overheated too. So once those softs get older, be paid from here on in for ILT Julian in P3. Not the positions he wanted to gain, unfortunately. His teammates down there too. And Michelle getting very close. Down the inside goes OP twist on life bar as we head into turn 1. Another driver on softs, gets a decent exit and powers past life bar.
I think he got pushed a little bit too far onto the curb, as that curb you have multiple layers, and the first layer you can really run your tire on it, that's no problem at all, but it's that second layer that really makes your car bottom out and lose you a lot of time. But yeah, as we can see, it's just the front pack from P2 onwards is so close to each other. As I think Spicer has caught up as the drivers ahead are going so slow, as they're so close together, he is able to catch up.
Look at that, Mustache had a problem, and now he's been overtaken by RT Julian, had a massive snap of oversteer, but he blocks off the Mercedes of Michel and stays in P3 then. So, a bit tight! He's been tight by Belby, who outbrakes himself. Yep. But VRT Mustache, I've noticed that he's been really struggling in that first sector, just seems to lose the back of the car, especially to turn number 8, I believe that is, where he just understeers too. And life bar, OP Twist is falling down the order.
Yeah, I think he got onto the curb, like, as I was saying, that happened, that he pushed Lifebite on, like, he got onto, like, the second layer of the curb, which completely bottoms out your car, and as he is in already for the hard compound of tires, and a new wing, like, yeah, he must have hit the wall because of it, which is really a shame, but this makes his race really, really tough, as he's, it's only lap 11. Like, he has to go 26 laps on those set of tires.
Yeah, he does indeed. They can do it, but towards the end, I think drivers on better tyres will get
to be a nightmare. That will be a nightmare.
It is going to be a nightmare indeed, unless the safety car comes out and hopes OP, like it was in Las Vegas last time in EML. We all know how that went down, but ILT Julian then still defending from Mustache in P3, but now Twist is pitted. Will ILT Julian respond and go on the hard compound tyres? Because he's getting nowhere on the soft compound tyres. He's just being a DRS provider. He can't get away. The gap is increasing between Luke and Julian in P2. That the gap is now 5 seconds. It was about 3.2 a few laps ago, but Luke continues to extend the gap over the rest of them. And let's see what Julian does. Does he stay out there one more lap? Yes, he does then. So he does stay out for the time being. Gotta watch out because Twist might undercut him. And here comes Mustache around the outside into one then. Can he make this smooth stick? Can he get this? Can he carry the speed to the corner? Yes, he does. There, gets to the curve too. But now they go wheel to wheel into turn 2. We go, and now in 3, Mustache has the inside line into turn 3, and up into P2 it goes. So that's great wheel to wheel racing between those two.
Yeah, I was just looking at it, but OP Covers is 4.4 seconds behind the driver ahead of them, even though he's on soft compound tires. Like, that should be dropping off, but he's just not gaining anything. Like, I'm thinking he might have a little bit of damage, like permanent. Like, maybe it's not even his wing, because his wing looks fine. I'm not seeing any damage on that, but he got hit on the side, I think. So maybe sidewall damage. But yeah, it's just not ideal. Like, his race just needs a safety car. Oh, as there is a yellow flag, as Cobra has spun, but that won't be a safety car, but I was literally gonna say, like, imagine this being a safety car.
Yeah, but no safety car for the time being. But I think ILT Julia is under pressure for Belby. Belby's done an incredible job this race as well, and here he is then. Will he pressurise McLaren into turn 1? No, he stays behind for the time being because Julian was getting ever so closer to Williams, just trying to use that EOS in defence mode. But you can see him struggling on soft compound tyres, extended that stint to try and go towards. Well, are the mediums possible if he stays out a few laps later, do you think, Lars?
Yeah, I think it will be possible, but not the optimal strategy. I think soft medium is just not going to work, because you want to have a good fresh set of tires at the end to battle with, as the gaps will be the biggest there. Oh, as he's again in the wall. I think Cobra is again in the wall. Yep. He's struggling a lot to reverse. It's a little bit of a similar incident that happened to Mikiller in qualifying, I think. But here his race just went downhill very, very quickly, as he has damage on the left-hand side as well. As Dieval just gets through them. Will he fight it back? I hope he doesn't. Okay, fortunately he didn't, because that would have been a very stupid dive if he would have gone for it.
Let's see what happens down into turn 1 there with ILT Julian still in P3, and he stays out there for an extra few laps as well. Will Belby try and force a move into turn 1 so we can get after Mustache? Nope, he's too far back on this occasion as we make our way down into 1. Michel almost outbreaks himself in there into turn 1. But so far, for the time being, it's Mustache in P2, and Luke Thomas is still leading this race. 6.7 second gap. Nobody is challenging him in front.
That's ridiculous. He's just gonna end up nearly 20 seconds ahead at this rate. And I bet he's not even pushing at the moment. He's on 70% battery. He did use a little bit, but I assume that would have been at the start of the stint to get the drivers behind out of the DRS. But yeah, for now it's just... Oh, a spin from Twist. and he went onto the curb again. Oh, this is just not looking good for him, as he lost out a lot of time there. Oh, Spicer and Unique are battling. I think Spicer made a little bit of a mistake as he has another drive down his inside. Contact is made, he has to cut the chicane a little bit as Michele forced him off the road, I think, there. I don't think that move was legal, as that is, I think, a push to pass. But we will see what the stewards think of it.
I wonder if Spicer had a mistake at turn 10, just lost the back of the car. Those two cars were on him immediately, but yeah, like I said, contact was made.
I think it's a mistake. Yeah, I reckon it was a little bit of a mistake from Spicer that invited Yannick to go for it, but I think Michele was a little bit over-eager to go for it immediately and try to get Spicer after that mistake. But yeah, diving down into that corner, I just don't think it's ever going to work cleanly. So we might see Michele get penalized for that, but we will need to see both POVs on that first.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I was laughing at a comment CSS made in the comment chat, actually the DM itself. So apologies about that for laughing. But you can see LT Julian has almost dropped out 1 second of DRS, and he's still in it momentarily.
Yes, now. So you will need a very good 2 corners to stay within the DRS of Moustache. But this is what I was talking about with the tire drop-off. That the softs will be very slow at some point. But Belbody will for sure be going for the move immediately, as he can't let Moustache go and get away with this. He's not deploying his ERS, but I think he just knows, yeah, he is boxing. This is the perfect moment for Julien to box. It's really well done by him. It's a great stint, going 15 laps on the set of soft tires, and he was in P3. He was doing really well. So I think this is so far a really good strategy from them, as he will undercut Moustache, of course. But we will see. I think the first regular pit stop from the hard runners will start around lap 18, 19 maybe. I don't think people will go earlier than that, as that's just very optimistic in my opinion. But yeah, as we can see, it was 30% of his battery already drained from Belbody, with both of them now under 20%. But yeah, he just about managed to get in. Like, it's 9.9 tenths, was it, at the detection point. He is now auto, as Yannick made a mistake now into turn, I think 11 it is. Like, drivers keep on getting turn 11 wrong. It is a really tricky corner, as the throttle input is really, really hard. But yeah, crucial to note, Belbody was not inside of the DRS of Moustache at the detection point, so he won't be getting DRS.
And Belbody's in the pit lane too.
Boxing. Ooh, I think that's really early. I think that is too early. Going only 16 laps on those set of hard tires. He might be able to do it, but I think that's too early.
Maybe, we'll see then. He's almost pitted at the same time as Julian, but just 1 lap later.
Perry, Vogelbeck, dierenactie.
He almost pitted 1 lap.
For the Dutchies.
It's alright. He almost pitted 1 lap later after. That's fine, man, I don't care. He pitted 1 lap later after Julian, who was on the soft compound tyres, so only 1 lap later. Yeah. And he was on the hards as well, so he didn't really take that long. Those hards long. Maybe looking for the undercut, as he realised he was outside of 1 second range.
Yeah, Yannick pitted as well.
I saw that too.
As Provotox in the comments is just having a blast again. As we see Michel make a little bit of a mistake and have a little bit of a slide through turn 11, which increases the gap to 1.2 seconds.
Bovertox saying,
now.
Why is Kovis so far down? That's because he made contact, I think. I can't remember what lap it was, but basically Kovis was in second place.
I think it was lap 4, maybe 5. No, it was lap 4, because the DRS was just activated, but okay. And we see Moustache in, as he is responding to the cars behind. I don't think this is the smartest move from him. I think he should have stayed out, because that undercut will just not work out for them. If now he's gonna give them an opportunity to have undercut him, but I think if he would have stayed out for longer, like, their undercut would just be made irrelevant, as the tire advantage would be so incredibly big. But now I think the other drivers, both CPI drivers and the ETA, are on a better strategy. But what's wrong?
I just saw both Red Bulls making contact with each other in turn 1. Oni's on much older hard compound tyres. Belby says, let me pass now, I can't afford to be stuck behind you. Because ILT Julia made the move on Oni, and Belby had to follow through very quickly as they're on the same strategy, and one lap later tyres he pitted on. Belby's drawing behind, but you can see him really struggling as he carried a lot of speed, had to bail out the throttle there to make sure he didn't go off the track. So this is a very interesting phase of the race right now, where we see people pitting onto medium compound tyres, and Julian's undercutting them both, but obviously he's on older tyres.
Yeah, but it's only 1 and 2 laps older compared to Moustache and Belby. I don't think Moustache made the right call here. Like, he has lost 2 positions of track.
What?
No, that's on the pit lane entry. You can remove that. No, but to be fair, he is already on 2 warnings then probably. Because if you cut it a little bit too much on the inside, you will be getting a penalty for it. I can check if this was if it was 1. No, never mind. He got he got all of his 3 first warnings, like his first, his second, and his third. So yeah, he's 100% gonna get that removed.
Look at this close battle there, you can see Wessel. Look at this, I think Belby's on all made contact, but luckily not into a spin. So Julian there, he's trying to get past Wessel. He's been a roadblock for these two. But will he go down the inside now? Into turn 6 we go. Can he do it? Yes he can. What about Belby? Can he follow through?
Oh, great move from him. And Moustache has to follow. I think next corner he will. Yep, he will. Is he gonna go down the inside? Yes, he will. He has to stay with those drivers. Otherwise he will just lose out way too much time. But yeah, having a mobile chicane always creates chaos. So let's see if we can create any more. But probably he will be.
Moustache outbroke himself.
Moustache.
That was close there.
I just saw it.
McKinley is in the pit lane along with Boya Lulu as well, so they're pitted on the medium compound tyres. What are you laughing at now, Lars?
Look at the chat. Like this is an incident that happened between Jimmy and me on EOR last week, but for fuck's sake, Barry. No, I hope not. But let's focus again on the battle between P5 and P6, as it is just really close between them all. But this will be a really interesting battle at the end of this race, because the tire between 5, 6, 7 is not that big, but compared to like P5 to P11, that's 4 laps, and that will be a really significant one.
Yeah, 4 lap different tyres are really significant and sufficient around any track really, because it's not like real life, it's the game module's difference. But we'll see then. We can see OP Covers now back up into P4, or he's in P4 after staying out the whole of the tyres, so not the circumstances you want after making contact with VLT Moustache into turn 1. But ILT Julian is all over the back of him, same with Belby. These guys have to get past immediately so they can focus on their own race and try and keep each other behind, but this should be a very easy pass on OP Covers for P4 then. And here comes
Let's see
Julian.
How many drivers? Oh, this will be chaos. Moustache down here at 3 wide. Moustache backs out of it. That's the smart move. Not contact again between Covers and Moustache, but now Moustache is behind. I think we will have to see a dive from him very soon, because he can't let them go away. Being stuck behind them in this middle part of the lap will just hurt him a lot. And I think Covers is just coming for payback here. I can't lie. I think this is personal. He might back off even more to get him out of the DRS. I think he is playing games because he has a lot of his battery and he wasn't using anything on the straight. But then on the exit of turn 4 he was. So I think this is just games to just get a little bit of payback after what happened on lap 4. Which is not good, but I can understand it. Like after something like this, like that happened and your race is entirely ruined, I can understand the frustration.
For those who don't know, basically VLT Moustache, you can see him alongside him now, but for those who don't know, VLT Moustache and Covers made contact into one. VLT Moustache outbroke himself, and here comes Moustache with the DRS there, but what about Covers? Will he employ the ERS to get back of him into turn 1? You can see the flashing light on the back of Moustache's car, and here we are into turn 1 there. Covers backs out of him.
Yeah, okay, that's really respectful. Like, he battled it, that he lost a lot of time, but like he's not gonna be an idiot and send it there. Like, that's... You gotta rate that from him. Like, that's really respectful. But now, let's see, Spicer has boxed this lap. And he is like 6 seconds behind the pack. But yeah, those tires will be so much fresher than the drivers had. Like, it will be so much quicker. And by the way, we still have Luke Thomas out on track, and I think he just wants to get the Grand Slam. He has pole. He has led every single lap so far, and I think he just waited. Yep, he's in this lap now. He waited for Spicer to box, just so he would be the last one to box. I think he should be fine. 22 seconds should be enough around Zandvoort, but even if it's not, if he would get behind like the likes of Belbeby for one lap, like he will just fly past immediately. But it will be close though. I think he will stay ahead. Yeah, okay, he will. He will definitely stay ahead. Like I think around 2, maybe 3 seconds. As he's already on the exit. Oh, it's even more. It's got to be 3 seconds after the tire warm up. So yeah, a comfortable gap. He lost, I think, around 4 seconds. But yeah, having 6 laps younger tires, that just makes so much of a difference.
And McKinnon is on the back of these two cars. He's also on fresher medium compound tyres, pitting very late on those hards, and now he's going to have the fresh mediums towards the end. So can he fight for P2? Because they were all in one big DRS train, but they all split up due to the pit stops. You can see McKinnon stuck behind the Aston Martin of Boyolulu, who gets on the curb and almost on the grass there. Almost gets sent to a spin as well. You can see Aldo right behind Sahilu as well. Sahilu has not pitted just yet, while Aldo has to be quicker, and we'll see how easy this overtake is. But Spicer and Boyolulu is defending from McKinnon. Can McKinnon get a decent exit out of here now? Into turn 11 we go, side by side, both having DRS. Can McKinnon? Yes, he can. That's before the corner too. Up into P9 he goes. Next target is Spicer, which it is indeed, and his teammates go up for next company as well. Oh, can't even speak now.
Yeah, well, these two drivers, Spicer and Mikkeler, both have history in the past as Michel gets past Govers on the straight with an easy move, but these two drivers don't like each other. Like, the rivalry between them is quite hefty, and of course with the incident that happened at the end of Sector 2 a couple of laps ago with Mikkeler forcing his way through, I don't think Spicer's gonna go easy on him. If he has the opportunity to fight back at him, he will 100%. Like, he's not just gonna wave him through. He wants to stay ahead.
And Mustache wants to get ahead of Julian. He almost went side by side of him up the run up towards the hill in the first sector, but has to stay behind him. He's looking for ways to get past in different parts of the track. You don't expect to overtake him, but has to stay behind him for the time being. By the way, Belby's doing a very incredible job here tonight. P2 Belby. Yeah. I know he's been suffering a lot recently in higher esports teams or higher leagues, but looks like he's doing a great job so far for Red Bull, for RCR P2. His teammate down in P17 is Luke Thomason, has set the fastest lap of the race.
That's nearly 2.5 seconds quicker than Belby went the previous lap, as Moustache outbrakes himself a little bit, but no harm done. And in the chat, Provotox made a note for you, Jamie, like Mikkeler, that's how you pronounce it. As Spicer hits the back of him, as we're talking about him, I think Mikkeler broke a little bit early and Spicer a little bit too late. Will there be damage for Spicer on his front wing after that contact, as it was quite severe, but these two drivers just can't let each other go. As I said, their rivalry is just so heated. And I won't be surprised if this was not the last time we see them make contact.
So I've said it wrong the whole time. It's McKillen.
Yeah, exactly. It's me killer. That's it.
Me killer.
Like it's no worries, man. Like, it doesn't matter.
Thank you, Provotox. I appreciate that, mate. My name's ILT Indigo, by the way. If you want to know.
But will we see what will happen now between Mikkeler, Spicer and Covers? I think Mikkeler will stay behind for one round, but next round he will go at it again. As we see Spicer closing in on Covers, and he wants to get past as soon as possible. He will send it, he'll force him wide, and I think with that much fresher tires you will get him. Next quarter maybe, into the banking would be a lovely move. All the way around the outside. Will he get no. Oh, that's just dirty.
And here comes Mercedes or McKiller trying to fire past. He got past him. He does. Whereas Spicer's lost another place. He's lost 2 places now towards Boyolulu. So that got really dirty indeed.
Nah, to be fair, I don't think so. Like, I don't think Spicer was ever fully alongside to deserve space there. Like, how dirty it might be, like, it was rightful. Like, he didn't have to give him space. Most of the times when you're totally not in this race, like it's 25 lap-old hards compared to 4 lap-old mediums. It's not your race, Covers, but like he is going for it and he has all the right to do so.
I was off board, so I didn't really quite see it better. But here comes Mustache. Here, oh, that's a he hit the wall on the pit straight. But as we head down into turn 1 now, you lead up the inside of Belby. Viotti, Mustache up the inside of Belby too. So might lose 2 places in one go here, but he's still fighting as we head through turn 2. He's using the EOS to stay ahead. Mustache on the curb there, had to bail out the throttle, and Belby stays ahead of Mustache. So that got close in very indeed. Oh, my commentator, I'm very sorry. I'm quite ill.
Spicer and Boyolulu going at it again. It's again around the outside of turn 4, but this time Spicer does get. Contact!
Oh, I just flicked off board with him because we made contact again. I think I flicked off board with him because I thought Mustache was close to making it for Belby.
I think he turned in a little bit early. I don't think he expected him to still be there, but that's a ridiculous save for Spicer. What is going on with his race mode? Lifeboat just spot on his own. He broke too hard. As that forces Aldo to take avoiding action. What is going on in this race? What am I seeing?
Mate, last few moments of this race has been absolutely crazy.
Huh? What does Spicer do? Oh, he must have gotten a legal overtake due to the yellow flag. And he will now get him back with, of course, the help of DRS. Oh, what is happening, man? Where yo?
Man, I don't know who to keep it on.
You can't, like, we can't know. This is just turning into chaos. But I think we should just focus on P2, P3, P4 and P5. And P6, sorry. Nearly forgot one. But yeah, as we can just see, Luke is just gone. Like, his fastest lap got taken away.
Oh, Mustache!
He won't be happy with that.
He's been overtaken by Michel now, who's up into P4, he got on the curb and was stranded there too, and here comes Yannick up the inside now, into turn 8 we go, but can't get fully alongside, and Mustache has the outside line, so there's a big moment there from the NLR driver, and lost the place indeed towards, I think it's Michel in P4, he's on fresher tyres as well, so towards the end of wrapping and trying to overtake these two for P2, although he has got a penalty towards his name, he's the only driver now to pick up a penalty. What was the fastest lap? I think it was. Why am I saying I think? I can just see if I. Where is it?
10-0, and it's the 10-2 for Thomas. It's only by 2 tenths, but like it was at the peak of the performance of Lucas tires, and that's not gonna happen anymore. It is lower on fuel, so he might go for a run on it, but I'm not expecting him to be able to get it back.
Yeah, apologies. By the way, guys, apologies if you do hear me stutter and mumble over my words because I'm very ill tonight. So this is not the best commentary I've done so far, though it would be better. And
it's completely fine. No worries, Jamie. Like, you're doing a great job.
If you hear
me, no need to apologise for being ill.
Nah, I just don't like it because, like, if you hear me mute myself, it causes a big noise, and if I mute myself, it means I'm coughing in the background because I don't want you guys to hear it. Don't want you guys to hear it on stream.
For fuck's sake, Barry. I knew something was gonna happen. As Twist is retired, I think this will be safety car. Yep, safety car is out. And Luke is just about to get. Yes, he is in time to box. He might get his fastest lap point back now, but this will create so much more chaos. Luke is definitely not happy about this, as he was only on 7 lap-old mediums and he was 100% gonna walk away with this win. But I think everyone will be in. Yeah, you're just stupid if you don't. Everyone is in so far.
So someone just said in the chat that
they're standing still. What is happening?
Who's standing still?
What? That was weird. I think Belby, Yannick and Michel were just standing still. As Mikkeler gets held up, so I think Spicer will get back ahead of him. So that's gonna be fun again between those two. Oh no, I didn't say anything because Spicer of course will be held as well.
I think this is good for Ailton Julian because he was on old and medium compound tyres too.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, this race is just... Oh, 5 seconds... Oh, no, you can't get it removed. No worries. No worries. That will be removed. As they are in CSS, just for you guys... his context, there are no rules on pit lane entry and exit, so if a driver decides to cut it and gets indeed a penalty for it, it does not matter at all. They will be able to get it removed. I do think it's a bit stupid if it's behind the safety car, like why would you cut it? But still, he is allowed to do so, so they will be able to get it back. So the penalty from Mikele, don't look at it, he will get it back.
All the field is bunched up once again. This is going to be a sprint race all the way to the finish line. I can't wait to see what happens as well. Luke Thomas's lead has been wiped out dramatically, but with the pace he had, interesting. But the pace he had initially was amazing. So, will he be able to pull that 1 second gap over the rest of them? Belby's done an incredible job too. Michelle in P4 as well has done a great job. He was catching up the back of this pack as well, but now they're all on the soft compound tyres. And Nathan JB, Lars, has said...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just going to say... well, it is... There are no rules for it, so you're allowed to do it. It's just stupid to do it under the safety car, as you will get a penalty, and if by him...
Wait, there's contact, mate. There's contact. Michelle has just hit the back of Belby, and he got a 5 second penalty too. He's got another one.
No, this is Michelle getting a penalty, right? Michelle got only 3 seconds for the... I don't think... Can he get that removed? I don't know, to be fair. Because it is just... Nah, I think he will be able to get it back. But it is a mistake of his own. Like, I don't know if he has damage. But... yes, this will be looked at by the stewards if he can get this removed. Because it is a mistake. Like, he broke too late. It is harsh by the FIA, but... As we can see today, the FIA is really strict in this game. Normally they are quite lenient, but today it's not happening for them. As, by the way, Twist has crashed out twice. First in qualifying and now in the race.
I don't think Zandvoort has been his favour so far, unfortunately for him. But Covers, there's a chance for him. I think you mentioned about him having damage permanently, about his side pods or the rear end of the car.
Yeah, I don't know, like that's... What might have been, because I also saw Moustache put in the chat, I'm sorry Thomas, my mistake. Yeah, well, in the light of that, so... Yeah, I think this will be very bad for Moustache, as he's currently in a nice little P5. It won't stay like that, because the gaps are of course so incredibly close, and if you just count 5 seconds, it will just drop you like 10 positions. And again, I see in the chat, 20-second time penalty for Ocon. I think that's just deserved. Who is in the Alpine? Yep. I am so sorry, Glenn. You just ruined, 20-second time penalty to you. That seems deserved to me. But we will have 4 laps of racing action after this lap, because this time it will be in.
Provostock saying, interested to know which team's setup he's using. He's talking about Luke there. Luke has just joined ETA.
Yeah. Yep. Which setups does he even have at the moment? Well, he has ET8, WR, I think he has Shazoo, I think he has... which does he have? I don't know. I'm not too up to date to this. PR, of course. Yeah, well, he just has everything. Man is just a collector.
Collected all the Infinity Stones to his profession.
Exactly. No, but in all seriousness, like, the pace Thomas is showing today again, it is insane. Like, it is, you can only congratulate him on that, on having such amazing pace. But on the other hand, it is not done yet. The job is not done.
It's not. The safety car is coming in towards the end of this lap, and Frank is still talking about you, Lars. He's saying you're the collector of pens and for wind damage.
For sure, like I am. And collector of getting drive-through penalties, if we are completely honest. But that's not what this is all about. We are all about... Oh, as Mikele nearly slams at the back of Janik. But when will Luke go for it? I assume he will go at the end, midway on the straight. I don't think he will go on the exit of this corner. As of course the safety car is also not far enough in as well. as Nathan says, chaos, here we go. Of course, let's hope the drivers can keep it clean, but I doubt he will, as that's Luke gone. I think Julian has quite a good start. Yes, he is quite close behind him. He won't be able to get an overtake on him as Luke weaves a bit. But well, we will see it. Moustache going around the outside of Michel. Will Yannick go down the inside? No, he won't. Will he get space on the outside? He does, but I don't think this will be able to turn into a move. Any moves further back as Covers is down the inside of Vessel. He doesn't go around the outside. Maybe tries to switch back, but that will not turn out as Spicer and Aldo are going at it. I think it has been a mistake of Spicer because Spicer was the one ahead. Down the inside, Aldo. Will he be able to make the move? Spicer leaves the room. They just about get through it. Really nice done by Spicer by going around the outside there and keeping it within the lines and respecting each other to give them room.
Yeah, great racing from all of them, as you can see. Aston Martin versus Alpines, we head into turn number 10. Now that is Boyalulu getting past Glenn. Boyalulu really lost out as well because he was in the DRS train initially in the first stint, but he's down into P11 then, so we'll be happy about that one. The safety car, Red Bull has made contact with the McLaren there. That is on the F1 trying to get past ILT Sahilu. Unfortunately, he's been down there throughout the majority of the field after changes from wing.
Michel made a mistake. It's Moustache deploying his battery. He's already down to 52%, but it's still 3 laps to go. He has to manage his ERS really well, but I do think more drivers will have this issue, that they are too eager on the ERS and try to burn everything to get the positions, whilst it's a longer stint than many would think. It's still 3 laps to go. Spicer on the back of Mikiller. They are back again together after having a little bit of a hiccup with Aldo. Spicer is now looking at the back of Mikiller again. Will they battle each other once again in this race?
It's been a great race so far, and I can't wait to see what happens towards the end. You can see Thomas breaking the DRS almost. It was 1 second now. It is hovering between 9 tenths and 1 second.
ERS. He will break it. He will break it.
Yeah, very good driver indeed. Michel's right at the back. He might make a lunge into here, but he gets so close, he almost hits the Red Bull. But thankfully, does not. As Belpy's done a great job overall in this race in P3, representing RCR. His teammate on the other hand in P16, but it was great points they didn't do. RCR try and catch up in the championship. But the gap between Julian and Luke is 1.3, so he's broke the DRS as DRS is enabled with 2 laps left to go in this race. I think WO Yannick is under pressure.
Going to go for a cent. Down the inside of turn 1. He sends it. He does leave the space. Glenn really well done. Oh, as Boyalulu makes a mistake as he got onto the curb as well ahead, but no harm done with this. As it scovers up to P12, trying to recover after his incident with Moustache at the start of the race. And Mikiller is getting very close behind Yannick. But Mikiller is doing a really good job as he's on 60% battery still. As we have 1.5 laps to go at the moment. Will he make a cent? No, he will stay behind for now. But he is really close. He's nearly pushing Yannick to the corner. Where will he go for it? I think he will go on the main straight as Yannick is nearly falling out of the DRS. Don't go for it here. Okay, this is just gonna end bad again if Yannick doesn't back out. He doesn't. And he gets shown the gravel. They go side by side, make a lot of contact, and Spicer is gonna go for it now. Yeah, watch this. This is just gonna go wrong, is it? Like Spicer on the overtake. Will he be able to get him? I think it will be a double overtake for Spicer maybe if he will be able to get it cleanly. To the left-hand side of the track he goes. Round the outside of Mikiller. Which driver is going to come out ahead? Round the outside. He will not be given any room there.
Oh!
And he spins off. Spicer spins off as he DNFs. Chaos at the end, but now we gotta focus on the front again. It's Julian and Michel all together with Moustache. It's all close to each other as Mikiller is the winner of that battle. But chaos, it's all happening out here in CSS. I can't speak anymore. Oh, as it's a mistake from Michel, it's Moustache down the inside of turn 10 of him. They make a little bit of contact, but no real harm done. Down the inside, Michel goes again. Moustache around the outside. Will he get the move done? No, he won't. He has to tuck in behind. Oh my god. And it's nearly just done. Rens has nearly done it. He will be gonna go across the line. He has led every single lap of this Dutch Grand Prix. He got pole position. He tried to go for the fastest lap. Unfortunately, he did not manage to do so. But it will be Luke Thomason who comes across the line first to take the victory for ET8 on only his 2nd race for the team. What a drive by him.
What an incredible race that was. Great drive from all of them. Alti Julian started the soft compound tyres, made the strategy work. I thought it was the wrong call. But a few laps later, some people pitted onto the mediums as well, with split strategies going on throughout the entirety of this field. It didn't matter anyway because the safety car came out to prevent all of that. Then, yeah, what a showdown race that was as well, as McKinley down in P40, unfortunately. So, yeah, what a great drive indeed. And
make sure to get the results, by the way. Sorry for interrupting, Indigo. Make sure to get the results.
Indigo.
Like the race director and all.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. I'll try to remember.
Perfect. I'll do the talking. We have Luke Thomason winning. Oh, he did get the fastest lap. He actually got the Grand Slam. What an incredible job done by him. Oh, and he got it by quite some margin. He got it over by 2/10. And of course winning by 2 seconds. It is Belbelby, Julian finishing on the podium, Moustache for now finishing P4, but of course both Mercedes drivers fell down the order because of the penalties, but they will be removed. So if we are, the results are kind of messed up, that I'm gonna tell you, but we have Livewout finishing P5, Aldo P6, Boyoluli 7, Covers in 8, Wessel in 9, Glenn in 10, with Chilu finishing 11, Sony P12. Jimmy came back to P13 after having a few incidents at the beginning of the race. Mikkeler 14, but of course that will be higher. Same for Diaval and Michel, as all three of them. Oh no, Diaval just lost out, I think. Oh no, sorry, I'm keep messing up Boy, Lulu and Diaval. Apologies for that, but it's Yannick who got caught up in the end with Spicer at the end, finishing P17, Cobra finishing P18, and then we have the two DNFs of Spicer and Twist, which is a real shame, but what a race this was. Incredible.
Can't believe it. It's just an amazing race overall. Sorry about that yet again. I tried to mute myself, but I didn't do it in time.
No worries, man. No worries.
But I want to say a massive pleasure to commentate with you for the second time, Lars. After in Miami,
it was amazing again. I love it.
In great for Miami, Indigoat and Forden are actually a good duo. Yeah, we are. Me and Lars van der Linden.
It was a pleasure again. Well, and I also see that we hit 55 viewers on the final laps of the race, which is also really good. Thanks all of you for watching that. We appreciate this a lot. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm saying surprisingly we're good. Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you everybody.
Sorry, you go.
Thank you everybody. I appreciate you all tuning in. 55 viewers indeed. The view count was going absolutely crazy in the top right corner of my screen. But once again, I want to say a massive thank you for everybody tuning in. You're all great people, and yeah, we'll see you all soon next time round. Lars, do you want to say anything before we get going?
Well, yeah, I think everything is covered. I think it was a pleasure. I really enjoyed it. I thank everyone for watching the race, and we will be back soon with round 7 of competitive speed series next week. See you soon.
Expect you later, tot seeds.